What are HBCUs doing to improve communication among students, faculty, staff, departments, and stakeholders like our alumni, the state departments, Delaware, we have Delaware Department of Education, of course, in a virtual environment. You guys could share with us, how are you communicating to these different constituents?
Well, a majority of my communication has been through email because, in addition to the pandemic, we are of course recovering from Hurricane Ida. So we have been working from home for at least like a month now. So our first day back on campus actually was this past Monday, and the storm hit on August 29th.
Wow.
So thus far, I have been communicating with my students by Canvas and email as much as possible, trying to stay on top of that. Um, and just trying to accommodate them, trying to be understanding of different situations that they have been going through because of the pandemic. And then we also have been having open discussions with our students that would come in, just trying to prevent things like they sometimes feel like they have to go to social media to vent about their problems with the university's faculty and staff. So it's just like finding alternative ways around that to, maybe a more face-to-face approach when appropriate versus, that route.
All right. Thank you. Anything you'd like to add to that, Ms. Smith, or share with us?
As far as meetings, for the most part, we've been using Teams for that. And we had been working and continue to work. We had started it just before the pandemic hit. We were pulling in a EAB platform called Navigate for our students. So we are still building that out, but that will allow for better communication amongst the departments, as well as students, staff, and faculty.
Here at Del State, and because we're sharing and caring, because sharing is caring, and of course we care about each other and the success of our students. Some of the things that we're doing here at the university, which I really, really enjoy attending, is our president. He has what we call president forums, where he hold them during common hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where he will speak to different audiences at this time. And it's usually from 11 to 12. So for example, he will have a forum for homecoming. Let's use that for example. Homecoming is coming up real soon. So he has different constituents or, on campus individuals that have to speak to our public that plans to come on campus. What are the protocols in terms of coming on campus? So he started, our president, Dr. Allen, started doing those forums really when the pandemic hit in spring of 20. And every Tuesday or Thursday, he'll go on and have it. He'll address it if it, concerns about financial aid. He'll have our financial aid office go in there and address that. When we had the acquisition in place, he had a forum on that. So those are the different things that we've been doing to enhance our communication to the different stakeholders. So that play a role within the university. And we have 4 different communication tools that we use from our marketing department, where we have the buzz that goes out weekly, and it just highlights different things for students to be aware of. We have what we call the Hornets Rising, where it's a quarterly e-newsletter that highlights our students. For that, we have a daily e-news that goes through email that comes out and just kind of give a snapshot, like things at a glance, so to speak, so that we'll be aware of. And then we have something they call Regroup. Dr. Mosley was talking to us about, who is our executive director for marketing, talks about like time-sensitive notifications. So we'll send out notifications to students to just let them know, like, hey, did you do your FAFSA, for financial aid and different things like that. So those are some of the things that we use here at Bell State in this virtual environment. Is we use a lot of WebEx meetings. We try not to drain our students out with it, but we have to make sure that we get it out to them so that they're aware of it. And then as academic advisors, we just reiterate it through email or Blackboard posts. We'll put a lot of stuff on Blackboard. And then, of course, we have Ms. Alexander here, who is really good with communicating with those students in transition and stuff, as she's the coordinator for that. So those are just some of the things, a few things that we do here at Delaware State University regarding communication.
Yeah, so I wanted to say, I'm not sure about your students, but our students don't read email. So a lot of times we're really working to get a text messaging platform, and I post a lot of things on Instagram. Ms. Whyte, you were thinking about TikTok, but I actually did a survey and we asked students how they would like to receive information. Mm-hmm. And so in our survey, we kind of found that like 43% of students would rather receive a text message.
Wow.
Just basically asking. And TikTok was one of the options. And one of the comments was, please leave TikTok alone. Like, my parents are already on Instagram, stop, right? So I don't think that they will follow us on TikTok, but okay. That is something that we would, that we do. I definitely post a lot of things on Instagram, and that's how students hear about things. So I know that you have, all of our students are awesome, but you know, they don't read emails around here. So you have to get creative.